It may surprise you to know that most Americans do not have a will, and you yourself may not have a will. Have you ever wondered what will happen to your property if you pass away without having a will? Have you wondered if New York will just take everything? Well, listen to this video now for some surprising facts Attorney Joseph Marra will explain.
You see, if you don't have a will and you don't do a will, New York State basically is writing a will for you. What does that mean? Well, they will look at your family relations and give money. Remember, we'll come back to this in your name alone, because that's all we're talking about here, money in your name alone. They'll give those funds to who they deem fit. For example, if you are married and you have children, then they say, okay, in those circumstances, the first $50,000 will go to your surviving spouse, and your surviving spouse will get one half of the remainder. So just as an example, say you had $1,050,000 in your name alone, your surviving spouse would get $550,000 and your children would split the rest. People think that because they're married, their spouse gets everything if there's no will. That's not true. If you have stuff in your own name, if you have assets in your own name, this is how the state's going to divide it. Now, if you have no spouse and you have children, your children get everything. If you have no children, you have siblings, your siblings get everything. And it keeps going further out. The furthest out New York State will go is first cousins once removed. That's a very specific definition. One of the easiest ways to think about it are your first cousin's kids. So if may have heard the term laughing heir. Someone gets a call from a lawyer, you're getting $50,000, and they say, who am I getting $50,000 from? And they never heard of the relative. Well, that's because that particular person had money in their own name, and they had no spouse, no kids, no siblings, no nieces and nephews, no first cousins, and these first cousins once removed wind up with the money. If you have no first cousins and no first cousins once removed, or no first cousins once removed, then and only then does the money go back to the state. That's called cheating to the state. I call it the state is cheating because they're taking the money.
Thank you so much, Joe, for that important information, and thank you, audience, for watching. If you yourself or someone you know may have questions on this topic, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call the law offices of Joseph Marra. They are professional, friendly, and really great at looking at the pros and cons of your situation, coming up with a fantastic strategy, and giving you some options. We look forward to hearing from you soon.